Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel. So Spirit has guided me to share what gifts you need to work on, unlock, that kind of thing. So I've been guided to do this intuitively, so please take what resonates, leave what doesn't, take what serves you, leave what doesn't, okay? So we're going to get into this. I'm going to do the bowl. Okay, my angels and guides are already with me, all right, and the space is already cleansed for the messages that are due to come through for you. Let's see what Aries, what gifts you need to unlock or work on at this time. If there's anything, any guidance that we can give. Okay. Okay. Protector. Anything else for Aries? Anything else for Aries? It feels like you may have forgotten that you're, yeah, okay. Okay, Spirit. Right. The first card is the White Stag card, the Protector card. Okay. So by default, and I say by default because some people choose the path, some people don't. You know, you've got freedom of your own free will. This is here as guidance. Use your discernment. You know what resonates with you versus what doesn't. You know yourself. Okay, but this card here is definitely resonating with your leadership skills and abilities. Okay, so the fact that it came out in reverse, I don't read these in reverse, but it feels as though some of you have forgotten. Okay, so let me just activate you and remind you. All right, you are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. You have many gifts within you. Some of them you haven't tapped into for since ancient times. Okay. Some of you have already started, and some of you you've been through a chapter that is now over, and then there's new that's beginning. Okay, this is where this regeneration comes in. It's a renewal, it's a transformation. Some of you are resisting this change for some reason. Could be because you've been hurt in the past, could be, all kinds of things, could be for religious reasons, values, there could be something that's missing for you, whatever this may be. Spirit is saying, yeah, some of you are afraid to speak in terms of, okay, so law of attraction is something that fits nicely into this here. Okay, so what you speak, you become. What you set as an intention for yourself, you harmonize with. What you set as an intention for others, you mirror back to yourself, right? So you have the ability, you could be a master manifester. Okay, you have this ability to shift things into a more favorable position for yourself because you're supposed to be a protector and a leader. I am speaking to both divine masculine and feminine at this time. As I'm channeling, I'm feeling that there is a strong calling for you to stand as tall and as strong as a tree, stand as tall and as strong as an ox. Some of you are so very attractive. People are drawn to you naturally. Okay, they're drawn to you because they see that you're an old soul. You may not necessarily look old, on the outside, or look anywhere near your age, but there is a strong presence here. You're a natural born leader. So the old soul spiritual energetic field pulses around you and is with you all of the time. Okay, now it's a choice. Okay, you can choose to be stuck in ego or low self-esteem, but or you can rise above that and you can actually do, some of the work to gravitate, shifting it. I feel like shifting old layers. It could be old beliefs. Okay, so again, I'm gonna say some of you have done this work. Some of you can see clearly where you're supposed to be going, what your gifts are. Okay, what the need to it feels more, as opposed to work on, it feels like it's cleanse and renew and release. Okay. Okay, so then the next card is the Lizard card. It's the regeneration card. It says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on your new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. I am really drawn to adapt and transformation within this card for you. It feels like some of you have, you've crossed the lands, and when I say that, it feels like it's been rocky. Okay, it's been sandy. It's been a bit like quicksand. You're falling in sometimes. That could be in your mind. That could be in the environment, the people around you, the places, the things, whatever. Take it as it resonates, right? But there, you have a strong sense of intuition. You have a strong depth of knowing, and the reason that you have that is because you're meant to lead. You're meant to take charge of your life. This isn't so the motion of moving forward. You could be teachers. I feel like I'm speaking to spiritual teachers. I feel like I'm speaking to singers, leaders, poets. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who has a politician potential, someone who, could be a host, someone who that's supposed to deliver messages, someone who maybe, you've stopped because you're awaiting your divine counterpart for you to join forces to create that something, or maybe you're already doing that. There is definitely something here that I'm getting a real strong channeling of, a king and a queen, two kings, two queens, two, whatever, however you come, right? Whatever your shake is. But there's a harmony between, an equal respect, and that equal respect is what puts you into this. It's an extremely powerful leadership quality that it feels like if you shy away from it, it can go really, really, really dark. It can go really, really depressive. It can go really, but if you start to navigate the balance, find the balance between what you enjoy, what you don't, what you love, what you like, and how that reinforces your leadership personality, your leadership abilities and sense of self, then it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I mean, Aries, I don't know what to tell you. I'm getting all kinds of things, like you can activate all kinds of elements to your spiritual selves. As far as your gifts are concerned, I am getting something strongly to do with like it's your crown chakra. It's you being fully grounded. There is a need for you to continuously keep grounding yourself. There is definitely something quite strongly. It could be that the crown chakra, you get so much information coming in that you don't get a chance, or you don't feel like you get a chance to sort of settle it all down before you move forward. There's organization. It could be that you also want to do plenty of things, and so it's finding the times and how you're going to do all those things as well. Again, I feel like there's a counterpart that can help with this, or maybe you have a strong working partnership with someone, but it does feel like it feels like it's very business orientated. But I'm not saying there's no love there. I just feel like it is so focused on business that maybe this is why this message is coming through, for you to sort of tune back into what your gifts are, and what and how that how this harmonizes and will harmonize better with what you're supposed to be doing. And if you are already working on it, this is to get you to pause, reflect, and make some sort of make notes, start future thinking. Wow. Okay, this one was first. Look, do you see what the card says? Can you see what the card says? Listen, I could be speaking to a divine masculine. A hidden gift sadness, an ending, and new beginning. This is saying to me, okay, right, here it is. This is how this is going down. This is saying to me, okay, you could be heartbroken at this time. You could be going through healing or about to start something, because I feel like there's something new, not just because of this new beginning, but separate to this reading, there has been an energy around that is, there's a birthing, there's healing, there's a birthing, right? And I've kind of followed your path for whoever it is that I'm speaking to for a hot minute now, in the sense that there was a lot of stagnation, for a while, and it's nice to see that you're coming through this now, and you're starting to, you've come to peace with various things, and you're now starting to stand in your shoes, in your power, and own them. Okay. So this sadness and the ending and a new beginning is saying to me, whatever it is that's happened. So say if it's a bereavement, say if it's a relationship that's ended, which is also a bereavement. Say if you've been through a bereavement and you're now starting to feel that you're, I want to say, more in control of the grieving that you've been through, or you're more at peace with it. Let's do that. You're more at peace with it. Whatever the it was, there's something there that's, it could be that the hidden gift is that it's put you through an awakening journey, a spiritual journey, a can't speak, a depth, an in-depth element that you hadn't tapped into before. It's evoked a different version of love, a different way of expressing love. That's where it's at. Thank you, Spirit. It's a different way of how you can express the things that you love and you enjoy, should you choose to. Again, free will is yours to have, right? So the calling for you to stand in your divine masculine power, for even for the feminines, is, it means that it's time for you to lead and take charge in terms of, so some hurts have creativity connected to them, right? So for some people, it's, they paint a picture, they write a song, a poem, whatever it may be. As someone who leads, this is not about specifically just you. This isn't about going into the nitty gritty and like writing a hateful poem, for example, right? This is about turning that into the identification of this new gift. So what I'm saying is, it could be something, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, one step at a time. Okay. Some of you need to look up the angel number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is about you identifying it, becoming at peace with it. Again, some of you already have, but then making a decision as to how you want to navigate. So where your spiritual gifts come into this is that, first of all, what is love to you? How do you love yourself? How do you choose to love others? As a leader, how would you choose to love others and yourself? Law of attraction, again, what you put out comes back to you. So how would you choose for people to receive you? And how would you choose for to be motivated from what you've come through, because you're still here? Okay, so there is a few different things that are going on. It's kind of, maybe get pen and paper, come out of your head and put what's in your head onto paper. Okay, give yourself that freedom to just sort of fluidly free write and see what comes out. You might have points that you need to highlight, that you're like, okay, I'll start there, and then that you're ready to face that element first. Okay, it's time for you to consider how you're going to reevaluate and alchemize, so that this hidden gift can come forth. And it needs to come forth in a really gentle way for you. For some reason, I feel it that way. I feel as though it has to come forth a gentle way, because there's so much to it, because you've been through so much. Okay, there's some depth there. Okay, Spirit, what else? Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself. You see, the masculine is here, the divine feminine is here as well. So that is saying to me that there's a balance that's needed of the yin and the yang. It could be that instead of hiding the feminine, hiding the masculine, you come into the feminine. If you're a masculine, it may be time for you to tune more into your divine feminine, and vice versa, so that you're at balance, and therefore the way that you deliver or build and create whatever it is that you choose to go into, new project, place, people, or thing, you do it with a more conscious balance of your divine feminine and your divine masculine. And hand in hand, what's going to happen is you're also going to attract that like for like. Okay, so someone's going to come into your life that has that, you know what I mean, that divine person that's already done the same kind of level of work. So therefore you're not having to start from the very beginning as a leader. Kind of, you're almost like picking up your journal and saying, this is where I once was, this is where I'm going to be starting from, are you with me? And then that person can choose, and you can build, build and deliver. Yin and yang, grounding, kind of as it is, really, on the card, as it is. It's almost as though, see in the middle, you got some acorns, right? So it feels to me like there's maybe you've had to put the seed out to grow from the roots up. Okay, connect and remind yourself who you are. And it feels like this is giving me a vibration that, quite like a few of the others, to be honest, but this is giving me the vibration like you're connected to the elements. So it's time for you to find your way of alchemizing your divine feminine, your divine masculine, with the elements of earth and the sky. And for you, it feels like you've been dispersed and it's time for you to come back together again. So your spiritual gifts seem to be, for me, this is resonating as though it's earth, as if it's, the land, what the land you tread on, the land you've been through, where you come from, that kind of thing. Okay, you're very connected to that, and that's a part of your grounding. That's a part of your connection with Mother Earth, your divine feminine. So for some of you, you may need to go back to the beginning, as it were, in terms of where you came from, how you're connected to where you came from, what type of soul are you. Okay, everyone's message will be different in that respect. Okay. Okay. So this doesn't have to be a painful experience, and I hope that it's not being expressed as that, because that's not my intention here. It's look, when we go through the dark night of the soul, that's hard work. It's hard work. It's not always easy. This is going to resonate with some people. This is not going to resonate with everyone. There's going to be segments that resonate. There's going to be segments that don't. It's just the way that it is. Okay. There's a requirement of a balance of yin and yang presence. And again, this is still giving me divine masculine and divine feminine, and just you working with them to harmonize and balance them out, so that you can charge forward and lead like the wonderful star sign that you are, that you have all the abilities to be, and embrace that. Embrace yourself, just the same as Mother Earth embraces the trees and you know what I mean, the grass and the soil and the sand, and just how everything comes together. Even though everything is so individual, it's so together, and that feels like it's really, really important as a part of your regeneration. It also feels like you're to let go of so many different things that have potentially held you back in a false version of it's a cycle. It's a false version of who you're supposed to be. It doesn't represent you anymore. And for those of you that have already done the work, you're resonating with this, and I know you are, because there's a part of you that is waiting. You have been waiting to know when. You know what I mean? You've been waiting to know if you've got the strength. I'm telling you, you have. I'm telling you that you are ready. You just have to choose to step into that power and harness it for yourself. Okay? Do it with joy. Do it with joy. Joy is important here. I feel like I'm looking at this card and I feel like this is like you're coming into spring of self. You know what I mean? There's this opening up and balance of self. Your intuition is definitely a part of this, as well as your heart, tuning into your heart. And if we look, when I look at this card, I'm seeing like two dragonflies. So it does really feel as though either you are waiting and wanting to do this with someone, or you know that it's your purpose to do this with someone, or that sadness comes from the end of a relationship. But know that the joy will come again. Joy will come again. The right person will definitely harmonize towards you because you're prepared to go in and do this work. You're an old soul. An old soul won't just give up. You know, you won't. Yeah, doing it with integrity. Some of you got to meditate. Some of you are meditating. This has challenged your integrity. That's that's the ego. That's where the wounds have been. But it's time to align your actions so that they match your values. You've already got this deep within you. Okay, your solar plexus, ground yourself, meditate. Grounding and meditation, cleanse your aura, cleanse your solar plexus chakra. You know, this is part of your creative base, okay, so that you can come back to the surface. Okay, it says it is safe for you to be powerful and take charge of your life in positive ways. You're a natural born leader, Aries. You're a natural born leader. You're a protector. You're supposed to be a guide. You're supposed to be someone that is teaching and leading. You're supposed to be someone that is on the front lines. You do have the strength to do this. For those of you that are already in the space and you're balancing yourself already and you're moving forward, you're doing it in a way, okay, thank you, Spirit, you're doing it in a way that both in the light and the dark, you get it. You get this balance now. You get the duality that's required for you to keep moving forward. Sometimes we have to pause, stop, heal, do the work, cut out all the things that don't serve you, no longer serve you, no longer to have a purpose and point in your life at this time, so that you can move forward. Because forward is where leaders are always moving forward, Aries. Leaders are always moving forward. They're not stopping, waiting for someone to give them their instruction of how they move forward. You just know, and I know that you know. And that's why I'm pulling from what's being downloaded to me at this time, and I'm sharing with you. I'm allowing Spirit to channel through me to share with you the messages that you need to hear. I'm also reinforcing my activation with you because I know you can take it. Like, with with some star signs, that it's like, woo. I was the same with Gemini. I was very heavy with Gemini in parts, but I know that you can take it. I know whether you're masculine or you're feminine, listen, you're not about the bullshit, okay? I know that you have this. It's a tough, strong exterior to take what I'm saying, and I know that the parts that are resonating with you, the parts that are meant for you, you will receive. It's time. Even if you have to go into solitude for a little bit for yourself to just work some things out, even if you're just coming out of solitude, still take your time, still harness things, so that as this regeneration comes to birth, this new beginning comes to birth, it comes to birth in a way that is so like, whoa. Like people looking at you like, wait, that's not, that isn't so and so. No, it's not anymore. They done upgraded, and they done accepted themselves in a way that maybe these other people, these naysayers, this, that, and the other, didn't want you to. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be an old work situation, it could be the version of yourself that you once knew and you've always been. That was like a comfort zone, and it's time for you to step out of that. And you step out of it, and you're like, what? Whoa! Even you can't believe what's happening. Even you can't believe what you're doing. It's time for you to choose how you ignite your fire. Okay. I'm going to say to you that I feel like you unlock gifts all the time, but you don't acknowledge them. It's time for you to stop and acknowledge, wow, that's a real special gift. Where does that come from? Like you'll be in a moment and you'll do something and you'll acknowledge that you've just done it. And then you'll think, did I just make all those people? It's a bit like a there are certain star signs that when they walk into a building, everybody knows they're there before they've even got to the room or the place or everybody knows they've arrived. That quality is within you. Okay, that quality lives within you. It's around you. It's an essence. Okay. Dawn watcher, caretaker, guardian, support. Listen, the universe has your back. You have guides and angels that are watching, that are support. All you got to do is ask. All you got to do is ask and also be willing to receive. Okay? The number 4 may be relevant to some of you. What's this? Protector, protected? Really? When you're in your true power, when you're in your calling of what you're supposed to be doing, you're protected. When you're doing what's right for you, you're protected. When you're doing the Lord's work, as it were, or whoever you support, you're protected. You're protected by that deity as such. Okay? It says you are safe and supported while you change your career. Some of you, it is a career change. Some of you are stepping out of what, I don't know, a normal 9 to 5, whatever that may be, or might have been, into a spiritual teacher, a spiritual practitioner, a spiritual leader, a spiritual guide, mentor, worker. You are, you know, that's why so it's been so hard on you. Listen, teachers go through the most. We go through things that sometimes it's like, you don't have to look like that's just happened to you. You don't have to have the vibration of, anger, frustration, and all of those things. It's just people, when you tell them what you've just been doing for the past 6 months, year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever the case may be for you, they look at you and they go, what? But you look the best you've ever looked. Like, how do you, but you look younger than you did, be like, that kind of thing. And it's like, actually, I've just been through the mud. And let me tell you about the shit I've come through, and it's like, you don't look like what you've been through. Okay. And that in itself is also a gift, especially if it's natural and you haven't taken someone's free will away from them in order for you to elevate and move up and forward. Okay. See what we got. Visualize success. Listen. Let me go one more. Okay, Aries. Okay. Now we're into it. Okay. All right. Look at this. Oh my words. I'm so excited. I don't even know which card to pick up first. Right, listen. The hidden gift. The hidden gift is Leon. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can now. The seer. This is your new beginning. This is your new beginning. Future prospects, decisions to make, seeking guidance. It's almost like I'm really drawn to say to you that it's time for you to speak to your angels, and it's time for you to connect yourself with, literally, with Mother Earth. And it's funny because Gaia's come out here, and it's like, I don't know if that's something you don't necessarily believe in. However, I feel like you're open. Okay, so what I'm going to say to you is this. See, that's that card is 5, which is a new beginning. The number 5. This is a spiritual. The hidden gift is on card number 9. If you're someone and you're not sure and you don't know about numbers, or you've never researched numbers already, have a look at number 9, because that definitely resonates, and number 5 for new beginnings. Okay, it may be 55 for you, but number 5. Okay. Oh, and I'm being, no, just that, and whatever intuitively you feel drawn to. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, so wisdom, knowledge, spiritual understanding. It's time for you to harmonize in a way. What did I say when I was reading through this stag card? She literally is a tree. She literally is a tree. She's that at one with nature, with Mother Earth, that she's become the tree. It's time for you to your grounding is so deep. What's coming through here? So visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. This new step that you take, you may have already started this, right? Because for some of you, you are at full bloom. However, this new step, it's almost like I said already, you're a master manifester. That's definitely a gift for you. It's time for you to visualize yourself in this leadership role, in this leadership position, you know, doing what you're supposed to be doing, connected to the earth, connected on a deeper level. This is what you eat, this is what you drink, this is who you hang out with, this is the friends, the family, the things that you watch, things that you put into your space, things that are around your aura, things that need to be gone, cleansed, done, removed, detoxed, all toxicities that need to go. Okay, it's very important. Yeah, it's very important. It's resonating with me to say to you, you know, it is time now. Should we take one more? Oh, there you go. There, look, look. Look, let me just let that card come out. Celebrate life. Celebrate life. Look at this card, man. Celebrate life. It says, I celebrate every day by honouring and respecting all life on Mother Earth. There's all kinds of symbols in here. There's a wolf, there's a tiger, there's a hummingbird, there's an eagle. There's this. She's got fire in her hands. Her hair is roots. You know what I mean? She's at one with nature like you wouldn't believe. And it's like, of course, as a leader, yes, you're gonna have those things, you know. It's like, it's really time. I'm just getting a feeling. Hold on, let me just tune into this a moment. What's coming through here? What's this extra message here, Spirit, for Aries? Okay, hold on. It's to do with your grounding. It's to do with your grounding. Some of you are out of balance for some reason. It could also be that you're concerned about spiritual attacks. You know what I mean? You've had a lot of jealousy around you from places that you never expected it to come. Okay. Either people have wanted to shrink you or you've been shrinking yourself to fit other people's version of you for their satisfaction, not your own. It's time for you to step out of that. It's time for you to step away from that. That no longer serves you, Aries. That just, wow. 33 on the clock. As soon as I looked up, 33. You see, that doesn't serve you anymore. It's time. It's time. It's really time. And that's giving me 66. That's giving me 66 for you. Speed. Right. Let's get into it. Let's get into this then, Spirit. Because we've been in. I feel like we've been in. You feel like we're in Aries. You feel like we're in Aries. I feel like we've been in. Okay, let's have a look at speed. Okay. Movement. Movement. This definitely resonates, for sure. There's definitely a connection between what has been done and what needs to be done here. Savor the experiences of your life. Be mindful and aware of the speed in which you do activities such as eating and working. Do not waste time, but understand the discernment of taking quality time. Let's have a look. I'm not going to read all of the bits, but here we go. It is often said that as you are growing up, time seems to pass very slowly and we cannot wait to grow up. And then, conversely, as we age, time goes quickly as we know it is running out. We live in a speedy society, and knowing when to slow down can be the difference between balance and imbalance. Slow cooking, slow travel, taking time to think and process and exercise self-care require a willingness to slow down enough to savor them. So as you're working, you'll be working. This card is saying to me, so I know that by default there is an impulsive side to you as a star sign, right? And I know that, it's not definitive because obviously we've got sun, moon and rising signs and there's all different things that come into it. However, there is an impulse to speed ahead and to impulsively move. So it's interesting that that card should come out for you, to be honest. But hey, it's resonating in the ways that it needs to. So what this is saying to me, for me to say to you, is that okay, you may feel like you're running out of time or you haven't made the right decision yet. How do you get to that decision? And all of these things may be racing around in your mind. Two things. First thing, get yourself a journal. Definitely start writing, transferring that stuff that's in your mind out onto paper. Alchemize it, burn it, and let it go. The things that need to be let go of, let them go. Second thing, if you're blocked and you don't feel certain in most situations and scenarios, get yourself back in touch with nature. Go and sit outside with nature. Go and allow nature to comfort you, heal you, and show you the way. Okay, you will be given sign after sign after. I feel like you've already received sign after sign after sign, if I'm honest. However, you need to slow down to be able to pick up the messages. Okay, sometimes when we speed ahead like this and we just run through and we do this, that and the other, we miss the vital parts. And sometimes we stay stuck in a situation that doesn't serve us for too long, and then we miss what we were supposed to have been doing. So this is about you reorganizing. Again, I'm going to say this to you again, Aries. You are a leader, a natural born leader who is here to celebrate and enjoy life, but in a way that has you leading by example. So it's important that you get you right so that you can go out there and be the best version of yourself for everybody else that's waiting for you. Okay. So I'm going to round this reading up here because it's definitely gone on for a little bit longer than I thought it was going to go on for. And it 1000% took a different direction to what I thought that Spirit wanted me to share. But so have they all. So have all of them. So, but I hope that you have received what you needed at this time. All right. Again, I am an activator. I activate people. I've been able to do it for a very long time in my life. And again, I just wish you success. I just hope that you find what you need to fine tweak yourself into the harmonious balance that is required, the duality that is required for you. Okay. So please like this video so that I know that you have found something that's resonated, or that you have heard something that has made you feel good or made you feel activated. Whatever it may be, it could be that you've cried, it could be that you've literally gone and got a journal and started writing as I'm speaking, whatever it may be. But know that this is available for you to come back to. Okay, my intention is out there for you now. I'm sending lots of love. I'm closing this reading off here. Take care of yourself, take charge of yourself, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye, Aries.